Hello, and welcome to the AccountSight expense entry tutorial. In this video, I will show you how you can create a new expense sheet in seconds using AccountSight and get approval from the manager. You can perform the expense entry steps from the mobile app. Let me log on to the application as an employee. Upon logging in, the user lands on the home page based on the landing page setup under User Preferences. The user can navigate to the expense entry by simply clicking on the Expenses tab. Please note that the project manager and regular users can enter their own expenses only, whereas an administrator can make expense entries for all people belonging to that company. While creating a new expense entry, you can use back and forth arrows or the current button to navigate to the correct week for expense entry, or you can simply select any date in the weekly date range under the calendar icon. After selecting the expense entry week, you can select the date of the expense and project from the drop-down box. The expense category list gets filtered based on the project you select. Select the expense category, currency, and amount. Note that AccountSight supports multiple currencies and an administrator can define the currency conversion. Also, if you are spending using a company credit card, you can uncheck the reimbursable flag. Your company will be able to bill to the client, but do not need to process expenses if you mark it as not reimbursable. You can attach a copy of a receipt using the paperclip icon. Add comments or explanations of the expenses and click on the Add Row button. You can enter the mileage and any other type of rate-based expenses, such as per diem, and the system will automatically calculate that amount. Let me enter the mileage as 100 miles travel. I'm going to add it to the client site and add the row to the same project and task. It is important to note that the expenses entered also are shown in the summary section. The user can see their own expenses, whereas the managers can see their subordinate expenses in the summary section. Administrators can see all of the expenses. Sometimes, users may be required to get copies of expenses to be signed by the client manager before submitting for internal approvals. You can print a PDF copy and get it signed by the approving client manager and attach the signed copy using the paperclip icon at the header level. Attachments can be automatically attached to the invoice based on the invoice settings. This is a unique feature in AccountSight. When ready, click on the Submit button to submit expenses for approval. Expenses can be approved directly from the email, mobile app, or the web application interface. The manager gets an email notification with the expense line details and can approve and reject with a button. Rejection will prompt you to enter a reason for that rejection. Let's log on to the application to see how the manager can review, approve, or reject multiple expenses. The manager can approve or reject multiple expense sheets from the Pending Expenses page, or can approve specific expense lines within an expense sheet. Let's click on the week range and open the line level details. This expense line level approval feature saves expenses for the submitter and approver both, as it allows for rejection of specific lines in case of error in one of the expense entries. Let me reject one of those lines. The user will get the notification via email and within the system upon approval or rejection. Rejected expenses are under Saved, whereas approved expenses can be seen by the user, the manager, and the administrator under the Expense Approved sub-tab. Approved expenses can be opened in view-only mode. The administrator can withdraw the expense entries anytime if required. This concludes the expense entry and approval tutorial. Thank you for watching this video. Please check out our other videos by searching for AccountSight on YouTube or simply sign up for a no-obligation free trial at www.accountsight.com.